The Global Rallycross season has been a challenging one so far. Events in Europe and the USA have been full of small victories, bad luck, and close calls.
We're fighting like hell, and the fourth place was a victory for us, you know?
But progress is clearly visible, and with every event, the team has moved closer to their goal of fighting for victories.
So far from the podium, a small victory for us.
The culmination of hard work and determination showed itself at X Games Los Angeles, the biggest event of the season, where Sverre Isaksen won bronze.
The Subaru was going fast this weekend.
The result is proof that perseverance pays off. The easy road is rarely the one that leads to success.
I know that this has been a long time coming. It's finally here.
There is no time to relish the moment, however. The next race is less than 5 days away, on the other side of the country. The team is under pressure to re-prep the cars and be ready for race day in Atlanta. This is Launch Control.
Yeah, stop hiding in bushes.
30 minutes outside of San Diego, California, Bucky Lasek is home for a rare 2 days off before his next event.
This is Lasek land. This is a little slice of heaven that I created. My fountain of youth, minus the water. Fountain of youth because if you aren't young enough, you won't be able to climb out. We're home in Encinitas. This is the place that I currently live. We go fishing and karting, all that stuff. This is like the spot, just outside of town, yet still 10 minutes from the beach. I'm Mr. Mom when I'm home. I do yard work, I fix the house a lot. This is all my handcraft. When I come here, I'm hanging out at the barbecue that I built, skating for fun. Don't fall in. Up here, it's strictly for fun. And quality family time.
It doesn't take long for regular life to settle in. His 2 eldest daughters are off at camp, and with his wife running errands, Bucky enjoys a rare one-on-one day with his daughter Tenzin.
You gotta go faster. Put the foot all the way down. Floor it. I lead a very diverse life, you know, from skateboarding to jumping in race cars. Yeah, my motorsport background started back in the days when I tuned on Volkswagens, and I did track days back in, late 80s, early 90s. This is my 2012 STI street car. Before this, I had a twin-turbo 996 Porsche. Got this 2012 STI and had more fun in this thing than any of them. I drive it a lot, I do a lot of track time with it, so it's actually set up for time attack. If I'm not skating, I'm working on this thing, having a good time. When you get a carbon fiber hood, you tend to lose the stock intake. So what I did was, I got to work with my crafty hands, and then I fabbed this out of some sheet aluminum. Boom, solid structure right to my intercooler, and it's all flush and sealed, nice and tight. Inside I kept it kind of stock. Got the Recaro Profi XLs. Always get a lot of crap for going with the XLs, but no one will be able to fit in the car if I don't get XLs. Tenzin's little Recaro seat in the back. Gotta admit, it's got a lot of stick, a lot of grip, but on a rainy day you might see it sideways. Just saying.
Any racer will tell you that motorsport doesn't leave your mind the moment you leave the track. Bucky's passion for motorsports is only surpassed by his desire to prove himself. And he feels that with nearly 2 years in Rallycross, his goal can now shift from development to fighting for podiums.
I was totally racing clean in the beginning of the season. I had no reason to go in there and try to bang with everyone, and I needed the seat time. Now, am I going to race with everyone? Hell yeah, I'm going to race with everyone. Am I going to bang them? Yeah, if they're behind me, I'm going to bang them.
2 days later, at Atlanta Motor Speedway, the team is outside the oval doing a final shakedown. temperature's expected to be in the mid-90s and extremely humid. The race will be very taxing on the drivers and the cars.
Yeah, when you feel the car still moving, barely. Go a little bit back.
Yeah, so it's not moving.
This is a new Bucky. He was going really hard over there. He was feeling the car more in the body. He was pushing, he was braking hard, he was going a lot of gas. Stop, stop. Sideways, back.
The track is a tricky one, with dirt sections that get very rutted and rough. Some of Subaru's competitors are feeling the adversity. But for the Subarus, things are looking up. Dave Mira's stage rally experience plays to his advantage. Rough and rutted is common ground in stage rally, and he handles these sections with ease. Sverre puts his winning experience to work during practice and seeding, finding alternative driving lines and places to pass.
In a race, you're never alone. That is the biggest thing, But of course, I have in Europe, I know the car, I know the track, but here I need to fight for that.
All three Subarus qualify well, but Bucky Lasek lands a notable 5th fastest time, beating both his teammates. It's Bucky's best seating position yet in GRC, proving that his track and karting racecraft is beginning to meld with the more raw world of rallycross. With all signs positive, the cars head out for the heat races. Dave and Bucky are dealt a difficult hand. Their seating position has them up against reigning champions and podium contenders. It's a close fight, but the cards fall short. They both head to the last chance qualifier.
I tried as you told me, and I just got pushed out with the ruts.
Sverre is a contender in his heat and is expected to advance direct to the main event. Off the line, the blue Subaru gets a great launch, but as they enter the chicane, Tuomas Heikkinen in the Ford cuts across Sverre's nose. Race marshals call a black flag on Sverre, a call he strongly disagrees with. He's forced to suffer a stop-and-go penalty, which takes him out of contention for advancement straight to the final.
What did you think when you heard you've been black flag?
That was really bad because I have been in this business for 15 years. I have almost 100 European runs. I have 3 black flags in the whole career, so I know what it's like. If I have passed him, then I don't agree. But now when I brake for him, he win the heat, it's no problem. It's not any problem at all.
The team in the pits is reeling from the sudden turn of events and work at full speed to get all 3 cars back out on the grid for the LCQ. 3 Subarus populate the front row, and they must make the best of the situation. With only the top 3 spots advancing to the final, the LCQ will be a hard-fought battle. Sverre and Dave slot in and race well. Sverre will settle into the 3rd qualifying spot. But it is Dave who shows impressive speed and aggressive style. After passing his teammate, Mira hunts down the leader to win the LCQ.
It was all just hammer time. And I heard Craig going, Dave, man, you're already in, don't worry about it, you're good. I'm like, yeah. I'm just going to keep going. Sverre was right there. It was awesome.
Those 3 are advancing to the main event.
The true joy of Rallycross is that predicting the outcome is simply impossible. A podium finish is never out of reach until 3 cars cross the finish line. And as the cars leave the start line for a 10-lap final, the script changes once again. The only constant in GRC is the chaos of the first turn, and today is no different.
Inside, cover the inside into the chicane. You got it.
2 corners in, and the Subarus are up to 4th and 5th. Ford's Scott Speed spins Dave Mira onto the grass. Speed is handed a penalty, but Dave loses 2 positions.
Chase these down, let's keep going. Anything can happen. Keep going, let's push. Dave, speed has a penalty for hitting you. He has a penalty, so let's just concentrate now, chase these guys down. We can do it.
Sfera pushes hard in 4th place, aiming for the podium. He'll begin to reel in Brian Deegan, but before he has the chance to make the pass on his own, Deegan's Ford calls it quits with mechanical issues.
Deegan is off on the outside of this corner. Stay tight, stay tight. 4th place, buddy, come on.
Dave Mira, to his credit, never gives up.
I'm right behind you, Dave. Wide line, wide line.
Sfera will close the gap to Tanner Faust. Dave will bridge the gap to Sfera, but they will both run out of race. Sfera's second consecutive 3rd place finish takes center stage. Donuts and rooftop celebrations again for the team.
He said it feels like a victory just to be on the podium.
That was really good. That was a really good day on my run.
A beaming Dave Mira feels vindicated.
I had a lot of fun, man. The car was working amazing. The car was there, and when the car is there, you can drive it and do things that you can't do any other time.
We needed that. We needed a little bit of a break. Are you proud of him?
Yeah.
Say, go, Daddy, go.
It's been a long month for the team. Zigzagging the country in the hunt for success doesn't come without its toll. But when the toll is paid, you get to cross the bridge. A taste of success only makes you hungry for more.
Yeah, Sfera's like, just one hand there, just